I'm a co-founder of True Horizon AI, an AI consultancy that helps business implement AI. What even is an AI consultant? Well, very simply put, an AI consultant is someone who takes their knowledge of AI and applies it to a business or an individual to save them time or make them money. So whether that's teaching a beginner how to build with AI or a 7-figure business owner how to systematize their operations, or how did I make $231,000 in just 1 month? Well, it's important that I'm totally transparent about what that actually means, because that number comes from multiple sources. So you can see there's kind of two sides of this AI consultant business. You got B2C, business to consumer, and B2B, business to business. They're completely different ballgames. B2C is my educational side. So that's with my school communities, my YouTube channel, my courses, that kind of stuff, where I teach beginners, freelancers, and small business owners how to use tools like n8n to start implementing or selling AI solutions. Then there's B2B, which is where I work with my team at True Horizon to consult directly for businesses, diagnosing where AI fits into their operations, designing implementation roadmaps, and then helping them execute. Now, I want to be super clear about this. When I say I made $231,000 in a month, the majority of that revenue came from my B2C side. AI consulting just means that you're using your knowledge with AI to help someone reach a desired outcome, whether that's saving time, money, or scaling without hiring more people. And that's where the role of an AI consultant comes in. You're not just handing them a pre-built workflow, you're helping them figure out what to build and why. You're diagnosing problems before you prescribe a solution, taking the doctor approach rather than the pharmacist approach. So that inbound demand, paired with a clear fulfillment system, is what allowed me to scale past 231K in a single month. And the truth is, anyone can build to that point if they understand how to combine education, consulting, and implementation the right way. All right, so now that you know how I made that money, let's break down the two main paths that you can take to make money as an AI consultant, because I've done both. So path 1 is B2C, educating the market. Path 2, B2B, working directly with businesses. So let's start with path 1, which is the B2C route. This is where you learn a tool like n8n or any automation platform, and then you teach it to others. Now let's talk about path 2, which is B2B, working with businesses directly. This is where you get to be hands-on with companies and help them actually implement AI. You can offer consulting, done-for-you automations, or even full AI implementation packages. For example, someone may come to you and say, man, our sales process is so inefficient, we're losing like 50% of our inbound leads because we don't follow up with them quickly enough. What you're able to do is then dissect that problem, understand it from beginning to end, and design an AI automation solution that will cut the speed to lead time to practically nothing, making sure that all of the inbound leads receive communication when they're most ready to buy. And here's how that works. You would start by identifying the problem. What's costing the business time, money, or focus? You then dive into their workflows and operations. You study their SOPs. You figure out where the inefficiencies are, and you design a solution using AI or automation or both. And from there, you can charge anywhere from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars per project. So whether you're doing this through B2C or B2B, the core idea is the same. You're using your knowledge of AI to create leverage for yourself or for someone else. So now the big question is, which path should you start with? And the way that I like to think about this is simple. Ask yourself, do you want scale or simplicity? If your goal is scale, meaning you want to build an audience, create leverage, and have systems that grow even while you sleep, then B2C is your path. But it's slower to start and it takes time to build trust, grow a following, and create consistent content. If your goal is simplicity and immediate cash flow, then start with B2B. With B2B, you don't need a big audience or fancy funnels. You just need to solve one business problem really well. You can close a $3,000 to maybe $10,000 project in a week, build your proof of concept, and get paid fast. The trade-off is that B2B gives you money faster, but less leverage at first. B2C gives you leverage, but could take longer to build. So don't overthink it. Start where you have the most momentum, and over time, both paths will start to reinforce each other. All right, so let's break down the exact framework that I'd follow if I had to replicate this from scratch. First step is to focus on problems, not tools. And this is the biggest mindset shift that you can make. Don't lead with the tech, lead with the problem that you're solving. Every business owner you talk to has a pain point or multiple. They have wasted time, they have wasted money, or lack of clarity. And your job is to figure out what that pain point actually is. And the truth is, sometimes the best answer isn't even a custom AI solution. Sometimes it might just be a $30 SaaS product that already exists. Sometimes it may be a simple automation that doesn't even use AI, but it takes an annoying manual task off their plate. And that's still value, that's still leverage. So before you start building anything custom, just ask yourself, what's the real problem here? What's the simplest way to solve it? And how can I provide value to this person? 2 is to learn one high leverage tool. You don't need to know everything. In fact, you'll go way further by picking one tool and just going deep. So for me, that tool was n8n, Make, Nano Banana, or Claude. Pick one and make it your thing. Be known as the person who can solve X problem using Y tool. Depth builds authority, authority builds opportunity. Exactly why you'd pay a premium for a steak at a steakhouse rather than being able to get one for much cheaper at a buffet. Step 3 is to document everything publicly. This is one of your biggest multipliers. Don't wait until you think you're an expert to share. Just document as you go. Post your builds, share your before and after results, share what you're learning, where you're failing, and what's working. This transparency makes you relatable and it builds trust. And trust is the single single biggest currency that you can have, whether you're doing B2B or B2C. Step 4 is to build simple offers. Just don't overcomplicate it. Your offer should be clear, easy to understand, and easy to buy. For B2C, it could be something like learn how to automate your business using n8n. For B2B, it might be we'll automate 3 workflows for your business for X amount. Or we'll audit your sales process and show you exactly where AI can save you time and money. Simple offers sell faster because people instantly understand that value. And then step 5, over-deliver and systematize. Every client or student is an opportunity, not just to get paid, but to build proof. So when you over-deliver, you get testimonials, referrals, and case studies, and you turn those into more clients, more content, and more credibility. So that was the framework. Now here's your 30-day action plan if you're starting from scratch. Step 1 is to go ahead and pick a niche. This can be from days 1 to 3. Start by choosing an industry that you already understand or have connections in. Look for niches that are simple to work with, ones that don't have heavy regulations and have lots of repeatable manual tasks. So step 2 is your market research. This can be from days 3 to 10. Spend the next week studying that niche. Dig into Reddit threads, LinkedIn posts, and use ChatGPT to brainstorm pain points. Talk to people in that industry and figure out what repetitive tasks or bottlenecks that they deal with every week. Your goal here is to learn their language and uncover 3 clear problems that are worth solving. Step 3 is to offer free audits, days 10 through 15. Once you understand their pain points, start reaching out and offering free AI automation audits. This isn't about selling, this is still about learning and doing primary market research. Or is you can then turn those free audits into paid clients, days 15 through 20. Some of those businesses will naturally ask, well, can you just build this for us now? And that's your first paid project, even if it's just 1 or 2 clients. Step 5, over-deliver and turn it into case studies, days 20 through 30. Go all in for those clients. Track the before and after results, hours saved, revenue gained, costs reduced. Turn that into case studies and content. Post your results, your processes, and your takeaways. That content will attract more inbound leads and start building your authority, because people will say, hey, this person just did this, I want to learn from them, or this person just did this, I want them to do that for my business. And so that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something new, please give it a like. It definitely helps me out a ton. And as always, I appreciate you guys making it to the end.